This is a bot. One bot. It costs about the same as a stick of gum, and right now there are more of these online than there are of us. Last year, for the first time, most of the traffic on the internet was not human. So I want to show you exactly how that machine works. And I'm going to draw the whole thing by hand badly for one reason. By the end, that reason is going to matter more than anything else I tell you. Keep your eye on the pencil. That's the loop. Let's build a bot farm. Rule 1. A bot is not a robot. There's no little metal man. A bot is just a script, a list of instructions, wearing a costume. The costume is a fake account, a name, a photo, a few old posts so it looks lived in. Drawn well enough, you'd never look twice. One costume is suspicious. So they never make one. They make thousands, each a little different, from the same script underneath. Here's the part that should scare you, and it's just math. 1,000 of these accounts costs less than a pizza. Not a metaphor. Roughly one large pizza. So nobody makes one bot. That would be like buying one grain of rice. The whole game is the swarm, and the swarm needs somewhere to live. That somewhere has a name. It's called a bot farm, and it looks nothing like you'd think. Picture a shelf. On the shelf, 100 real phones, all plugged in, all awake, all scrolling by themselves. One tired human keeps them charged. That's a farm. Why real phones? Because every phone has a real fingerprint, a location, a battery, a history. The platform trusts a phone, so they give the bots real phones to hide behind. Some farms are one room. Some are spread across a dozen countries. So the traffic looks like it's coming from everywhere at once, which technically it is. Now, here's the question I couldn't shake. If a bot just likes and scrolls, who cares? Where's the harm in a fake thumbs up? The harm isn't the like. The harm is what the like teaches everyone else. And that's the clever, ugly heart of the whole thing. Platforms decide what to show you by watching what's already popular. Bots know this. So they don't try to convince you, they convince the algorithm. A few thousand fake likes in the first hour, and a post looks like a wave. The platform shows the wave to real people. The real people join. The wave becomes real. Remember the costumes, all slightly different. That's why. In a crowd, 100 identical voices are a glitch. 100 slightly different ones are a movement. So the target was never your click. The target is your sense of what everyone else already believes. It needs you to feel outnumbered. That account you argued with at midnight, the one that never got tired, never slipped up, always replied in 9 seconds, you weren't in a debate, you were in a costume fitting. Which brings us back to the pencil, because here's what the bots genuinely cannot do. And it's smaller than you'd expect. This is a bad drawing. The line's wobbly, that strawberry's lopsided, and that mistake cost me a real second of a real afternoon that I am never getting back. A bot can copy this in a heartbeat and make it perfect, and make a million of them. What it cannot do is spend the afternoon. It has no afternoon to spend. Everything a real person makes leaves a mess behind it. Crossed out lines, a coffee ring, a choice to stop here instead of there. Proof it costs something. That mess has a name. Friction. The little costs and mistakes of doing a real thing. Bots produce infinite output with zero friction, and that finally is the tell. So stop hunting for melted fingers and weird eyes. Ask the deeper question about a video, a review, an account, a whole argument. Where's the friction? What did this cost anyone to make? 1,000 bots, and not one of them ever burned a batch, lost a Saturday, or drew a bad strawberry. That's not a small difference. Out here, right now, it's the whole difference. That's why I drew this by hand, not for the style, because a video about fake things had to prove it was made by a real one. Every wobbly line was a tiny receipt. None of this means the internet's over. It means the realest thing you can be online now is a little imperfect, a little slow, and unmistakably here. Next, I counted how far the fake stuff already reaches. The music, the news, the reviews, all with sources. It's called the dead internet. Stay a little imperfect. I'm Ivars. See you in the next one.